Hi tech enthusiasts, welcome to Soft Tech Sharing. Have you ever wondered how software goes from an idea to something you use every day? Behind every app or tool is a well-defined process guiding its creation. Today, we'll talk about SDLC. This process is called the Software Development Lifecycle, or SDLC. It's a framework that outlines the 7 key phases every software project goes through: planning, requirements, design, development, testing, deployment, and maintenance. It's a structured approach to planning, building, testing, and maintaining software, ensuring teams work efficiently and deliver high-quality results. Why SDLC matters? Whether you're a developer, project manager, business analyst, or tester, understanding SDLC helps you see the big picture. It's not just for techies, it's essential for anyone involved in creating or managing software projects. There are 7 phases, and let's go through them step by step. First is the planning phase. Planning is like laying the foundation for a house. Without it, the entire project can crumble. This phase is all about figuring out what are we building, why, and how. Key activities here include identifying project goals and scope, conducting feasibility studies to see if the project is viable in terms of cost, time, and resources, and setting up timelines and budgets. For example, if a company wants to create a weather app, this phase involves deciding the target audience, whether they have the budget to develop the app, and estimating a launch date. Next is the requirements phase. This is where developers and stakeholders sit together to clearly define what the software should do. Think of this phase as writing a recipe before cooking. Key activities include gathering requirements from stakeholders through interviews or workshops and writing both functional and non-functional requirements. For our weather app, a functional requirement could be showing real-time weather updates, while a non-functional requirement might be that the app should load data in under 3 seconds, even with heavy traffic. Now we move to the design phase. Now that we know what to build, it's time to design how it will look and work. This phase involves creating a blueprint of the system. Key components include system architecture, where we decide what technologies and frameworks to use, UI/UX design to determine how users will interact with the software, and database design to figure out what kind of data we'll store and how. For the weather app, designers might create a prototype showing a map interface with live updates, a search bar, and weather icons. Next comes the development phase. Here's where the action happens. Developers take the design and write the code to bring it to life. Key activities include front-end development to build the user interface using tools like React or Angular, back-end development to write the server-side code using frameworks like Node.js or Django, and database setup to implement and test databases like MySQL or MongoDB. For the weather app, developers might integrate APIs to fetch real-time weather data and display it on the front end. Once development is done, we move to the testing phase. Before releasing the software, it's crucial to test it thoroughly to catch bugs and ensure it works as expected. Types of testing include unit testing to verify individual components, integration testing to ensure different modules work together, and user acceptance testing, or UAT, where end users validate the final product. For the weather app, testers might ensure the app displays the correct forecast based on the user's location, even during peak usage times. After successful testing, we reach the deployment phase. Once the software passes all the tests, it's time to launch it for users. Deployment involves moving the software to live servers or app stores. Key activities include packaging the code, setting up cloud hosting or app store releases, and monitoring for any early issues post-launch. For the weather app, deployment might involve releasing it to the Google Play Store, where users can download it. Some companies even do a soft launch to test the app with a small audience before a global rollout. Finally, we have the maintenance phase. Even after deployment, the work isn't over. Maintenance ensures the software stays functional and up to date. Key activities here include fixing bugs discovered after launch, adding new features based on user feedback, and updating the software to remain compatible with new devices or systems. For the weather app, developers might release updates to include severe weather alerts or improve loading speeds. And that's the software development lifecycle. Understanding these 7 phases is key to successfully building and maintaining software. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to Soft Tech Sharing for more tech insights. Thanks for watching, and let's keep learning and growing together.